From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their due battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rudolph. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This is Collins on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Lucky 56.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Lucy. 380. 380. 11. 372.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Lucky 56.
On second down, Collins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Rudolph. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And some space here.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
11. 380. 380. Move.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Lucy. 380. 380.
Now Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football.
Leopard!
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in the halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rudolph on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rudolph going to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Rudolph. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Collins. Down to about the 22 here. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Rudolph sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Rudolph. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And they'll move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Rudolph. One on the slant. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Rudolph looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
380. 380.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green 80. Omaha. Green good.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Check. Green 80. Go left.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And Walker with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Rudolph. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Green 80.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Move. Move. Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go. Hank. Set. 380. Set.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Trip flat.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Gone!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Agnew.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
372.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rudolph now to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw, it's Bortles. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake. Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 10. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
Now Collins. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now Rudolph. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
380. 380. Spread left. Spread left. Spread left. 3
They pitch out to Howard, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Bortles. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
380. 380.
Shotgun now for Bortles. The open man is Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Here we go. Set. 380. Omaha. Set.
Again to Howard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 380. 372.
To throw is Bortles. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's Collins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Leopard.
Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
out of the gun. Rudolph. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Green 80. Green 80.
On the toss play, Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, watch number 5. Green 80.
Bortles. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Let's go.
Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. 372. 57. Green 87.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Rudolph. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rudolph on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
And a little bit of good fortune. There, he wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals have recovered.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
I'll go.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
They get it to him running left, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
On the give, this is Collins running left. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Go, go, go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Get him. Get him. Get him. Detroit. Detroit.
They go again with Collins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph looking to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.